Hello, and welcome to Capes. This is a tactical, turn-based strategy game where the uh, um, the basic lore of the world is that 20 years ago, the supervillains won. They've taken over with something called the Company, and heroes are this kind of underground thing. So less of our chisel jaw, more gritty superheroes. And essentially, this superhero ragtag rebel group has basically detected that there's a new super out and about. Here, you know, at the situation, so our heroes are teleporting in, and they're going to be trying to do a rescue or a recovery. So you know, it's a thing. Um, and just people with powers are normally just taken in because supervillains don't want anyone with the capability of challenging them. Here we go. And here are our two initial heroes. And we've got this tanky guy who's got, crystalline formation. And a kind of striker hero. I am really enjoying the comic book, kind of, you know, kind of thing here. And here we go. Let's get ready. All right. Ooh. There we go. All right. So enemies can have weapons. We don't want them to, essentially have weapons. We've got movement. So let's go here, move there, and we've got two actions. We can use a disarm here, which means they're now disarmed. And we can taunt. And we could, so we can also crystallize where we do basically damage reduction, but we can also do something like that, where we knock. And we can follow up with movement, and that will trigger something there, so we're just not going to use our last movement. You here. So, you have this wonderful technique of teleporting and backstabbing. So we're going to do teleport backstab, which also does a disarm. We're going to move forward. And since we're in range, we'll get to do extra damage and, the backstab. There we go. And we're still going to move you here to move you out of range. All right. To you. I could use one of your actions to teleport. Not so sure I want to do that. But the other things we could do is we could actually have you go first. If we think you're going to be more helpful, we can have you move. We can have you, go there and have you do a teleport spin. Like so. And there we go. For you, I'm going to have you move up here. I'm going to crystallize you so you're go on defensive. You're now slower. You take half damage. And I'm going to protect you. So if you attack her, no damage. Let's have you do that. Disarmed. You've now got your ultimate. We're going to hold off on your ultimate for just a second because I want to like save it for something more useful. Have you move there. And then next. Okay. Move, have you go right up there. And there we go. Just leave us be. And there we go. And there we go. The cape that we want to join us. Real exclusive. And a psychic telekinetic. There we go. Our telepathic telekinetic. Alright. Yeah, especially they already know. Once the company's like already come to arrest you, it's like... Alright. And so this is kind of our range damage guy. And we're going to do this, which is... There we go. And voila. His ultimate, which is a high damage attack. More. Alright. So, I'm going to delay. I'm going to go with you. Actually, I'm going to delay again. I'm going to go with Mindfire. I'm going to do... Oh, we can't do that. Okay. We're going to have to move you. And we're going to do that. And let's go there. All right. Delay, I do want you to go. All right. We are going to use your ultimate. So we are going to move there. You're going to use the ultimate, which is going to likely do a bunch of damage. Yeah. So that'll do the damage we need. There we go. Getting them when they get to do their combos is really, really cool. And let's have you go ahead and do that. That ultimate was really useful. Alrighty. So that's kind of how a mission would go. That's the, intro mission where they're holding your hand a bit. And then, who's this person? Obviously, you don't pull out the camera like this for a conversation like this unless you want us to notice this. So, whoever that person is. Will be important, probably. Or should be. If not, that's, that should be more of a Chekhov's gun than a red herring situation. And then you get to come back to this base here. And basically what we find out here, and I'm having to basically replay this mission because there's a recording error first time I tried, but you basically find out that this is an old superhero base where there's still one of the old people. Oh, there you go. They're actually showing this. The Lodge. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So then you get to this old man. I'm glad they're replaying this here. Yep. So this used to be, city headquarters. And now you've got this old guy with a smiley face. All right. So anarchy. So company. And there you go. You get these things. And you get SP and XP. XP to help you level up. And you can simply go into your heroes, and as they level, you can spend SP. You can't do it now, but so there's the level determines what they can unlock, and then you have this SP to actually unlock, and then with the different combos, kind of what they can do. So it all depends on who they're near. They've got all these combos, which is great. They've got stories. They've got, different challenges for extra SP. Their abilities. It's it's really cool, and it's for all the characters. So, um, you know, all sorts of fun things. Um, and this demo actually does have a few more missions you can do. Crossed lines, and again, there's these additional optional objectives that you can do to complete. Then obviously here's a more complex one where there's going to be more. So it's then the old missions here, they've kind of having a simulator. So it gives you some real chance to play. It's got some nice story with it, interesting characters. I'm loving the comic book art book style. So this is I think going to be a very interesting tactical simulator. That's going to be less like an XCOM. You get a random kind of soldier and kind of just build them up and inspect them, kind of how you want. And this is definitely going to be these individuals that you're dealing with, like I wouldn't necessarily even have like classes on them. It's like, this is Facet, this is what he does. This is Rebound, this is what she does. This is Mindfire, this is what he does. This is Weathervane, this is what he does. So it's all sorts of, good and interesting things. So, it's you can start unlocking things, and I think this will be a good and interesting a game here because I'm loving the team up. So it's always who you have on your missions will affect kind of your team up ability. So what combinations do you like to get those extra little boosts? And they have to be near each other to do it. So who are you going to try to kind of keep together as you're moving across the battlefield? Um, I love this combination of movement and action, and you can like split up your movement with your action. So you can really do, drive-by hits. This kind of you're building a charge towards an ultimate. So when do you unleash that ultimate, which is going to be a real game changer on the map? You didn't see me use this in the scenario, but if you leave at least one action unused, you get an extra charge towards your buildup. So you can actually, it doesn't matter for movement, but only for an action. So if one of your two actions, you can use it for an extra charge towards an ultimate if that would really be towards your benefit. So there's all sorts of good and interesting things here that I think will be enjoyable. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a nice storyline. Superhero storylines can sometimes be a little bit cliche, and I wouldn't necessarily expect this, to not do that. It'd be wonderful if it did, if it really got to just a good, interesting, original storyline. But I'm loving the art style. It promises interesting tactics. I'm having fun with making those decisions, moving my, which of my heroes do I want to go first? Who does that make each other near? Is it better for me to kind of do this one thing so this other character can do that? All sorts of fun and interesting questions for me to deal with. So at this time, I want to say thank you very much for joining me and be seeing you.